You know what time it is? It's TFNation time. Oh, hello, you Incusiant Long-pigs. It is I, SG1, coming at you for a TFNation video. A new sensation, a TFNation video. And it's only 3 sleeps till TFNation. Can you tell I'm excited? I might not be able to come across, but I'm excited. Because it's TFNation in 3 days. Well, it's technically 4 days, but 3 days when I get to the hotel. And that's when I count it starting, because that's when people are there and we're having fun and stuff. So, that's when I say, when people go, oh, it's actually an extra day. Well, yeah, but I get there Thursday. So that counts for me. That's when it starts for me, okay? Anywho, I think I might have some questions. I don't know. This is all off the cuff. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Why am I getting all eloquent when I do my videos? I don't know. Because I don't like my Hull accent, that's what it is, and I'm sort of trying to get away with it. Get away from it even. It's not working, but I keep trying to enunciate like the BBC, but less about them the better. But so then, you wretched piles of protoplasm. Question the first: what was your favourite TFNation purchase? It can be anything, from a t-shirt to, a bit of tat, and which comes on to my homework, but I'll come on to that in a bit, or a toy, or something you found there you didn't expect to see, or somebody gave you it. Tell me what it was. For me, I think one of my absolute favourite purchases, obviously, Black Zarak. I'm not going to tell that story, everybody knows it. But one of the other favourites I did get was Star Saber, G1 Star Saber in a box. I got this 2018 because when I bought this, they did have Black Zarak as well, but Black Zarak was, ooh, that's a bit, I don't know what's happened there to that joint. Ooh, no, that's, okay. Anyway, I think I might have broke it. It seems solid enough. Anyway, right, yeah, so they had Black Zarak on there for, you can stand there, for quite a lot of money, and because even Nick Davison himself said they might have charged a bit much for that one, but the next year I bought it, so there we go. But because I didn't buy it in 2018, I got this fella, complete in box, mint, well not mint, I mean the toy is fantastic. He's a bit dusty because he's been sat up there for fucking 5 years, 6 years in it. No, 5 years I went the first time, fuck off, Zort Rider. 5 years ago, yes, yeah, fucking hell, is that how long ago it was? Oh my god, I've had this guy 5 years. Anyway, yeah, and it was just like, well, I'm not paying the money they're asking because that's just a bit expensive for how complete Black Zarak was. And then I stumbled upon this fella nestled inside a box, and I just happened to say how much because they just put it out. And they had, because they had a couple of these, but they were saving the boxed one to last, I guess. And I went, how much? And they went 150, and I went, sold. So yeah, he's in great shape. Stickers are in great shape. He's not chicken tikka masala flavoured. He's all the whites are white, all the reds are red. The only problem is there's a spring that holds that bit down. Yeah, his faceplate, that when you connect it to there, it's supposed to sit flush, but because it's old, it just wants to sit up, which is a bit of a shame, but it is one of those things. But it's a common problem on Star Saber anyway. I might just take the spring out because you can disconnect the head. I might just take it out because it doesn't really do anything. It just like a bit of automorphing for this bit, but I mean, I suppose you could just put it down, but then it won't be complete. But I'm not going to sell it to anyone. That's why, if you notice, there's a touch of blue tack there that doesn't seem to be working, quite honestly. Just have to readjust it, re-thingy it. But no, yeah, and because of that, because I didn't buy the Black Zarak in 2018, I got Star Saber, and I am very happy. And it's a figure I'd never thought I own. I know I've got pretty much every version of it as well. Oh, get on there. Stay still. There we are. So yeah, he's cool. But I'm not doing a review, so you can go back down there now. So yeah, I forgot even fucking what I was talking about. Oh, best purchase, that was it. So, question the second. What was your favourite TFN moment? I mean, a lot of people are going to say Stan Bush, and that was a pretty fucking special time to see Stan Bush. To you know, I almost wanted to go back in time, you know, and tell my 6-year-old self that I will be meeting the man singing those songs that I've been singing for nearly 40 years, you know, and it's just an incredible moment, you know, and it was just fantastic. It just was brilliant, you know. But I mean, one of my favourite memories is me, Simon, Mark, and Anna watched the Rebirth on that year's thingy. So they showed the 3 episodes of the Rebirth, and we're pissed by this point. We've been there all day Friday and all day Thursday, all day Friday, and we're a bit pissed up, shall we say? And we were just having the biggest fucking giggle, watching a cartoon we've seen 1,000 times, but laughing and, you know, doing the dialogue and doing the da-na-na-na-na, and doing the sound effects and going and and it was just, we had a fucking right laugh. We really did, and it was just so much fun. It was really a lot of fun because we're just talking about, like, because Peter Cullen does the voice of Slug Slinger, and he's got a real eloquent voice, you know, and he's yelling bullshit dialogue at the Autobots, like, you know, stuff that a Heavy would shout, you know, and he's like, "You tell them, Trigger Happy," you know, that sort of thing. Oh, it's hilarious, you know, but it's so much fun. It really was. We just laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed, and it's just so much fun. We just, you know what I mean. It was, and then we did. Oh yeah, before that I spilled a whole pint on Johnny, the dwarf porn star, which was hilarious. And then you know, it's just the Chris McFeely's evil quiz as well. Oh man, I mean, I could do the same with Star Trek. I could pull out, you know, the most insane Star Trek, because I did once. I know I'm just segregating just slightly. I used to go to a meet-up of Star Trek fans in Hull called Hull Starfleet. And basically, I mean, imagine a time, boys and girls, with no internet or very limited internet, and you couldn't just download something. They'd have, this is the time of still new episodes of Next Generation. They used to send them to, somebody in America would send them tapes, and, you know, then we'd watch tapes, you know, watch the latest episode. They started showing Buffy as well, which is pretty cool. You know, and I kept winning the quizzes because I'm just that kind of an asshole. And I said, all right, okay. I said, I've won the last sort of 5 months in a row, right? Can I write a quiz and present it? You know, and they went, yeah, sure. And it was the hardest quiz. You know, I think the highest score, if I remember rightly, was like 3. Sorry, it was got 20. No, it was got 18. No, 17. No, you know, 10. I went 5. No, 3. And somebody put their hand up. Oh, congratulations, you won 3 out of 20. You know, like questions like, what is the correct container to transport biomimetic gel? It was one of the questions I put out. You know, and what is the explosive yield of a Mark 6 photon torpedo? You know, and then what is the explosive yield of a Mark 6 quantum torpedo? That sort of questions. And Chris McFeely's good at doing shit like that. So yes, if you get 2 questions right, pat yourself on the back. Anyway, digressing ever so slightly. So yeah, what was your favourite moment from past TFNs? Was question number 2, I think. Yes. Question number 3. When was your first TFNation? I mean, mine I mean, my first Transformers convention was Auto Assembly 2009, but my first TFNation was 2016 when TFNation became a thing. So I've been at every one apart from the 2 years we don't count. Yeah, so what was your first TFNation? And is this year your first? Tell me, let me know, because I'd like to know. But yeah, it's... And sort of the following question is, why TFNation? Why did you choose TFNation? For me, I knew a lot of people from Auto Assembly that were going anywhere, and it was just, an amazing time. It was like lightning in a bottle, and it was just... I was going to go in regardless of what was going to go, because I mean, the event is fantastic themselves. Billy and the TFNation team put on a fantastic show every year, but I'll be honest, the reason I go, and the reason why I go Thursday and come back Monday, is the people. The people maketh the convention, they're just some of the most well-rounded, crazy, weird, glorious sexual bastards that you're ever likely to meet, and they like the same shit as you. They like plastic robots. They like excuse me. They like comic books and video games and horror films and Power Rangers and Pokemon, and because I find it here in Hull, I've got mates that I go drinking with regular, but none of them are fans like I am. And I can't talk about... Well, I can talk about it, but it just seems that they're all talking about fucking football. I could give two shits about football. It exists. That's all I know. And I simply don't care. So I can't have conversations like, "Hey, check this out. I bought it the other day. What do you think?" And here's my review of it. And that's why TFNation is very special to me, because you can let yourself go. You can go, look, into the dealer's room, I've got a Star Saber, and that sort of thing. Where, you see my friends now will just, in Hull, will just go, fucking nerd. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, it's a bit difficult sometimes, I mean, I love my friends, don't get me wrong, and we have good times, but sometimes it'd be nice to talk, shop, essentially, and then when you're at work, and then you're explaining who the different Optimus Primes are to people, but at TFN, people just know. You say G1 and they know what you're talking about, Bayverse or Prime or RRD or Armada, so whatever you're talking about, they know what you're talking about, So yeah. So that was question third. I think I'll do two more questions if I can think of any relevant ones. Yes, this is for the newbies, if any newbies are watching. How did you find out about TFNation? Was it through the website? Was it through Facebook? Was it just a random Google search? Or was it watching one of our videos, talking about TFNation? I'm just genuinely curious, because in the past few years, people have come up to me and said, "Oh, I didn't know about TFNation," and then I saw your video, and then I was like, "I've got to come to this," which is great, and fantastic, and that's amazing. But I want to know how you, if you're a newbie, how you found out. Was it us talking about it? Was it us, what did you find it on a Google search or whatever? I'm generally curious. I'd like to know, because I knew TFNation probably, a little bit before most, I would say, because I knew. Well, I didn't know for sure, but I knew something was happening, if that makes sense. I could just, my spider sense was tingling. I could just feel it, I thought, yeah, they're not going to let it go, When Auto Assembly had finished, I thought, yeah, somebody's going to bring it back, Might not be straight away, but definitely something's going to happen. But yeah, so that was basically what I mean. And the last question then. What do you collect? What is your Transformers? What is the thing that you go looking for? Do you go for G1s? Do you go for Prime, Armada, Bayverse, etc.? What is your... So, okay. what is your G1? And what I mean by that is, what got you into Transformers? Was it the Bay movies? Was it Prime? Was it Armada, animated, Robots in Disguise, G1? You know, and because whatever series it is, one of those is somebody's G1. And I don't mean that in a, like, you can only like G1. No. I am a G1er by heart. Look, I've got a fucking very rare G1er. But the point I'm trying to make is because G1 is the start, so what's your start? When I say G1, what is your generation 1, right? You know, is it the Bayverse or whatever? You know, I'd like to know. I'm just curious. So, a couple more questions. We've got a couple more days to do a response to this. I know it's a bit too soon, but I just don't have the time over the weekend. I've been busy doing stuff, you know. So, anyway, that's me for this video. I will catch you in 3 sleeps. Yes, there will be a small, very small hiatus on my channel because I'll be at TFNation. So there won't be any reviews this week and probably next week as well. But there will be my obligatory swag video and thoughts and feelings video. Or thoughts and marks, depending on how I would do it. But yeah, so basically there'll be at least a couple of videos next week when I'm back from TFN, when I'm knackered, when I'm, you know, missing everyone. And it'll be all over till next year, you know, those types of videos. Yeah, so, and then me reviews will start back up again because I'll have new things to play with, you see, new things to show you for your viewing, listening delectations. So anyway, I will catch you all in 3 days, and we will have the fucking best time. We will have a few drinks, we will play some games, we'll do some panels, we'll buy some fucking plastic, and we'll just have the fucking fantastic time. So, that's me. I'm signing off. That's Star Saver, and I'll catch you all very soon. So, in the words of the great man himself, Optimus Prime, catch you later, Bill and Ted.